Hey, Umuchina Kele, or Abrala. Hey, I'll get the money here. On that bar. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Ahamadike, Biafra. Biafra, Kwenu. Hey, I don't talk before. When I know why here. When I come block on here, say I know why here. No problem. When the war start, we go know who be who. Biafrans. How many times did I call you? You don't want to listen. I say boycott every churches that is against freedom. Boycott every food from the Fulani herdsmen. Boycott every onions from the Boko Haram. Boycott anything that come from the north. When we say that no one more could go, they don't want to leave us, one will go. But they want to carry their food to poison us. Go punish them. I said I'm going to boycott anything will go bring death. And timely death for Igbo land. Biafra land, boycott all their food, not eat their food. I don't talk about boycott Dangote product. Anything where you bring, nah, lie. You want to take and kill you. You want to put you under subjection. No listen to them. No buy their food, no buy their cement, no buy their chicken, no buy their anything. I tell you, if you try them, God don't punish you. Now that they hungry you. Now that they hungry you. Let's I forget. Make I ask now one question. Jumama and Emeka, make I answer me this question very carefully. Land don't finish for Sabah. Land don't finish for Wede. Land don't finish for Anambra. Land no dey Port Harcourt. Land no dey Aba. Why una dey deceive una sef? Say only Yoruba land and Hausa land una go build the whole mansion when I go get in the whole world. Now crazy dey worry una. Una dey craze. May God forgive una. Make una come back home. I don't talk am. I say boycott every food from Hausa. Boycott their kuli. Boycott their suya. Boycott their sugar cane. You don't block your ear. Say no one here. One day, I tell you, one day, very very soon, they go roast the human being like a suya. Give you for me to go chop am from Hausa. Go this and I remit. I don't talk am. No one listen. Take time. Biafrans. Boycott anything that has to do with the Hausa Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, all their products. Now lie. I said I lie, yo. They want to take and kill you. They want to take your land, invade your house and sleep with your women. They're dangerous. So anything that has to do with them. Remember, Boko. When I say Boko, you say haram. When I say Boko, you say haram. When I say Boko, you say haram. Fulani herdsmen. They are bet of self-feather, so all of them be the same thing. Now, brothers and sisters, though, they know they look back for a kilo, they chop women be like suya. That's how I did not tell you. Any Igbo man, any Biafra man, where you make investment for North, for Kanu, for Sokoto, for Meduguri, Taraba, anywhere where you get investment. Sell and come back home, die no day. They won't kill you. Boycott anything that has to do with Hausa. They are dangerous. Not so I do not tell you. They say they be get man, not take them more. They say they do pedicure, they do manicure, they won't clean your leg, they won't clean your house. No grill, they won't kill you. They go chop you. Not be only that one, including their food and their product and anything that has to do with them. Anything where one consign them, not them. Not be only that one. If you not say they for Lagos, if they go to Yoruba man church, if they waste your time, carry your time, they pay, they throw your money up and down. Sell the whole property where you go there. Go back home. They don't want you. They don't want you. You know one listen. The people where they bring on this message in a Biafra referendum media group worldwide under the leadership of Mazen and the Kane Ohamadike Biafra 1 of Biafran land. Thank you, Kemesia. Mr. Producer.
Ipob. One way only. All must go.
All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not by force to be together. It's not by force to be together. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not by force to be together. Naturally, Biafra go. Let my people go. Naturally, Biafra go. Naturally, my people go. Naturally, my people go. Let my people go. Wake up this morning, I look in the sky, all I see is rising sun. Choloma. Obono Chukuna Nolura, the land of the rising sun. Yeah, let my people go. Yeah, let my people go. Ekele nande kalo, for making us to know what freedom is all about. Yeah, ekele nande kalo, for making us to know what freedom is all about. What freedom is all about. Yeah, ekele nande kalo, making us to know what freedom is all about. Blessing at all. Opakise mukisike Onya Biafra dinemo. We are not fighting for war but freedom. All we need is freedom. Nandi kalolo mekelegi yo. Olu mekelegi. Olu matibo olu mekelegi yo. Olu mekelegi. Olu nekuri olu mekelegi yo. Olu mekelegi. Ipob olu mekelegi yo. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. All we need is freedom. It's not by force to be together. We are not fighting for war. We are fighting for freedom. Let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go. I feel be one family. Let my people go. We live together as one. Let my people go. We can never be banished. Let my people go. No matter what the devil may do. Let my people go. We keep on going higher. Let my people go. We are one love. Let my people go. Umuchuko kikabiama. Let my people go. Nande kalo. Let my people go. Eji mohira wase. Let my people go. Obasibi edike bagu. Let my people go. Eba boleno. Let my people go. Asengato lojo. Let my people go. Oye neche vise no giso. Let my people go. Whether devil like it or not. Let my people go. Biafra must come. Let my people go. We must be free. Let my people go. Credible you see. Credible you see. Guess me. Anyway. Akwangura gagwana Biafra ya bia sem no wasi. Guess you na make it one day. Guess you can we are going higher. Incredible you see mwabia.
Our Father who art in heaven, Nanyin kebine ligwe, ka hagedin so, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee all over this very planet that you created. They are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this very gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I want to remain in the spirit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, O Lord of hosts, to have mercy upon us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Chukwa Biama believe we're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. Under our command, O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoko. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, We will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill, on this very fateful day, the second day of the month of April, the year of Chukwukikabiama, I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. Of course, we are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Ukafo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State. Anambra State is Biafra land. Is the man who has assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. Of course, he's standing in the deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandioku Kano, the Prince of Afari Beku, the one he took the grace of God to be able to stand up to speak for the collective interests of the Biafran people for over 6 decades, I must tell you. Nobody has had that spirit. Nobody has had that mind of sacrifice to stand up and speak for the collective interests of Biafran people. He remains the one and the only person that commands the loyalty of Biafran people across the world. This is not an issue to debate or contest any longer. You just give us your name, we'll come to your village, we'll prove you wrong. That only one man truly speaks for the Biafran people across the world. It could be Igede, Yala, Idoma, Rochukwu, Ogoni. It could be Igbo, it could be Abo, it could be Kuri. Wherever you are, you say you are the leader of the people. Please come out, let's prove you wrong. For the avoidance of doubt, I remain George Onibi. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Every piece of land in Delta State. Only those who are born by Awosa and Yoruba, whose Fulani blood runs in their vein, only them will see otherwise. Without wasting much of our time, we must move ahead to appreciate the Almighty Chukwukikabiama himself, the one who made the heaven and the earth, who preside over the affair of man. He is the one who has set our feet upon the path that we must follow. He is our guide in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, both matter great and small. He remains the primordial influence that drives us. And what do? We acknowledge him. We worship him alone. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, n'ihi na ị mara mma, ịhụnanya na gị, obiọma gị, ujuru anya dadi o, ịma na inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dị ka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega. Anyị niile na-asị na ịdịmma o. Once again, I welcome you this morning. Without wasting much of our time, we'll move on to our topic this morning. Very simple. The reason why we are fighting to restore Biafra. The reason why we are fighting to ensure that the sovereign state of Biafra is restored. Those of you who are out there, wherever you are across the globe, you are listening to the sound of my voice, and let's begin to ask ourselves a question. As true Biafrans, why are we fighting to ensure that Biafra is restored? People don't see it clearly. In time past, our fathers confronted the British. They were all slaughtered. They don't talk about it. As I'm talking to you, our mothers rose up. They fought against the government of tyranny. They were shot. The most painful part of it is that these are our mothers who fought to defend our land. They target about women riot. Are you telling me, are you kidding me that our mother went on rampage rioting? Something is wrong somewhere. Maybe it would have been better you say about women protest. But it's a riot. It looks to me as if they were wayward. But this is not the truth. It was the British government who were in our land were actually wayward and hopeless and useless people. The same thing they did to Biafrans will happen to them, one after the other, till they completely tear themselves apart. No technology will save them, except they allow Biafrans to go, because they have taken enough of us. And that which they've taken from us, it's time to fight them back. Why are we fighting to ensure that the sovereign state of Biafra is restored? Dim Chukwu Emeka Odimegwu Ojukwu made a move. Having seen what the British government did to stop this journey. Most of you don't know his father is one of the first black billionaires in the world. Lewis never advertised himself on the faces of newspaper. But Ojukwu, with his father's sweat, fought to give the people freedom. He didn't succeed anyway. He had the likes of Philip Effiong, among others, helping him to see that Biafra is restored. They didn't make it. It cost us dearly. Some will say 3.5 million. But we know that when they say 3.5 million, they were actually talking about 3.5 million dead body of innocent men, children and women. We know that over 10 million people died. We know that in Plateau State, in Kano State, in Kaduna State, that no dead body of our people were returned home. They were buried in shallow grave, including Edo State, Benin. And what am I trying to say in effect? Many of our people have died. Because Ojukwu say, please, come back home. Since one Nigerian cannot be, allow us to come back home. And with great price, our people died. Until this morning, we are still in one Nigeria because British government want oil. We have the likes of Roger Sokorocha trying to fight for Biafra. When he was discovered to be a war Sama, whose intention is to destroy the restoration spirit. He moved to Wazurike. Wazurike, at the end of the day, was broken. Now he's collecting money from Nigerian government. And he has University of Biafra inside Nigeria. He has Nigerian plate number, Biafra plate number inside Nigeria. He has PhD, another degree of University of Biafra inside Nigeria. Today, this same freedom fighter is being protected and escorted everywhere by Nigerian army. It was broken. People died. Go and ask Bakassi boys. People died. I have a friend. He's an IPOB today. I was discussing with him one day and he said to me, do you know I have to run from Aba? Abandon my house, abandon everything because they were after me to kill me. He came to Port Harcourt and start all over again. And thank God, God has blessed him. But those of you who have worked hard as a Biafran to stop this guy, he knows all of you. We have your record, we have your data. So when you are trying to stop Biafra restoration, we are taking record of all of you. There are things people don't know. Some people will come out and say, why is your leaders most of your leaders not supporting what you are doing? We know. Let me give you a secret. Don't let anybody know. After the war, they took the money that belongs to our parents and gave them 20 pounds only. Whether you have billions, millions, they removed everything from them and gave them only 20 pounds. But don't forget that when they removed this money and gave them 20 pounds, this pounds was actually higher than British pounds. Our currency, even as a naira in the 80s, was actually higher than American dollar. Until some lunatics say that we have to be devaluating naira. That is how we got to where we are today. But that is not the area we are looking at. My mother is not Igbo. My mother is not Biafra. Because when you talk about the Biafra, we'll talk about Ojukwu fought for. I would say that most of my people, we are not in the eastern region because it look like the eastern region affair. But if it were to be true, why is it that somebody who will claim to come from a Midwestern state, their own account was frozen? So if you are Boma, you are listening to me now, you are telling me, no, we are not Igbo, we are not Biafra. Go and ask your mother why their money was taken from them. Go and ask your father. Because I know till my mother passed away, she never had a bank account. And I asked her one day, Mama, why can't you go and open a bank account? He said, my son, during the war, all the money I made was taken from me. I don't want it to repeat. She died without having a bank account. I must tell you the truth. We've paid dearly for it. And now all of a sudden, Mazen Nandekano is willing to sacrifice everything. He is sacrificing everything to ensure that the same Biafra is restored. Now, the question you need to ask yourself is, what is the reason why we are fighting very hard to restore Biafra? The question for the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra is not like it's not because of the following condition. Some people say they want to be president, they want to become political, our leader, they want to colonize us, they want our oil way. You lie. You are naive. Honestly, you are ignorant. But maybe I should be able to explain them to you. Number one, the reason we are fighting very hard to restore Biafra is not because of the following. It is not just because of the hatred shown towards us by the Hausa, Fulani, and the Yoruba for reason best known to them. No, it's not because. Wherever you are as a Biafran and you have a Yoruba around you, talk about Biafra, including your wife. If you are a Biafra now, married to a Yoruba woman, begin to talk about Biafra now. Only God will help you that she will not poison you before daybreak today. The cruel hatred the Yoruba have for us is unbelievable. And then you see them in Lagos, you see them in some of them in Olumosho and Olobosho. They are trying to show spirit of one Nigeria. The spirit of one Nigeria means only death. If you are in Yoruba church now, call your pastors to sit down and say, this issue of Biafra, why is it that nobody is talking about it even in the church? I tell you that they will raise up a prayer warrior against you. You either denounce that Biafra, or you will be destroyed inside the same church that is claiming to take you to heaven. We are not fighting for Biafra restoration just because of the hatred of the Yoruba. If you want to know Yoruba hatred for us, go to Adeyinka useless son and listen to him. As the people that say, Oluwa is in charge, I say Biafra. Now I say Oluwa is in charge. And when I say Chukwu Kikabiama is in charge, you will attack me. You are very hopeless, I must tell you. It is not because of the cruel hatred for Hausa towards our people, no Fulani. There are more to that. It's not just because of the indiscriminate killing of our people. We are not fighting because they are killing our people. That is not just the reason. But on a daily basis, our people are being murdered in cold blood. These are not the only reason why we are fighting to restore Biafra. It's part of it. Do you know how many Biafrans that are slaughtered every night? Do you know how many that are adopted in their number? They kill them. Some of them are being buried inside the school. You are aware. That is not just the reason why we are fighting to ensure that Biafra is restored. It's not just because of the corruption or the corrupt justice system designed against us. When I look at our people, I begin to wonder. You have a justice system that cannot defend you. You have a justice system that is systematically and periodically metamorphosing into a Sharia law. The lawyers are there, they can't talk. And before your very eye, the military arm of the zoo called Nigeria are controlled by these terrorists. The judicial system, they are hijacking it gradually. You're not seeing it. Oh, you are too educated. You want to be politically right. You want to sound civilized. You think there is a way they do it. Let's talk to UN, and maybe UN will now talk to CNN. CNN will now talk to Fox News. Then they will now come to Geneva Convention, and somewhere along the line, African Union will talk about it. With all the law you read, with everything you know about Nigeria, you think it's going to change? Don't worry. When we are saying it, you are laughing. The point is, these people will try. They will do the best they can, but we will assure you we will respond. All of you will pay dearly for it. You are a lawyer, is it? They call them lawyer, and then you speak grammar. Sometimes you quote decree, you add it law. Our justice system are corrupt. When you see bingo in Nyako, in Nigerian Federal High Court, telling you that we have to, how do they use the grammar? We issue Mazen and the Kano a bench warrant. People will say, ooh, he issued bench warrant. Ooh. God will punish all of you. But Bingo Inyako is fully aware that the heart of our leader was invaded by Mohammedan jihadist army, terrorists. The Fulani herdsmen, the Boko Haram. 28 people gave their life to ensure that our leader go away, including our leader's cousin, or how do they call it, Zinefi, including his dog. Bingo Nyako would have even considered that a dog was killed in Mazen Kano house, and as a dog that is, and align issues, and ask the terrorist army, what did you people go to do in his house? If he actually disobeyed the court order, allow him to come to court, then we issue him bench warrant. No, the reason in the first place why they actually granted him bail was to allow him to go home, so that the Fulani jihadists, Mohammedans, and Yoruba one Nigerian, in directive of the British government, will come to his house and kill him. Bingo Nyakwis doesn't care for that. When you see all this useless Alamajiri, did I say Alamajiri? Barawudan Banza, judges, Sharia law in Nigerian court, it looks as if it's their house. They tell you openly, this court was built by me. In my hand, palm of my hand, this court exists. It will not happen in my court. I will jail you in my court. Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are? But Biafrans, these are not the only reason why we are fighting for Biafra restoration. It's not just because the government of Nigeria is dominated by terrorists. You say you are in Nigeria. Go and check the identity of Nigeria. They are terrorists. The most miserable country in the whole world. It's not just that. Who are the terrorists? One thing I don't understand is that the same people who are ruling the zoo called Nigeria, who control even the oil well in your land, who are in charge of everywhere in the zoo called Nigeria, they still have the highest populated, poverty-stinking Homo sapien on earth. And now the question is, why is Hausa and Fulani leaders so desperate to impoverish their people? I pity Fulani and Hausa people who are jumping up and down looking for Biafran to kill. Yoruba are mocking at you. The Biafrans in the grave are mocking at you. The Biafran alive are mocking at you. Hausa Fulani youth, you are the most miserable on earth. Your so-called leader impoverish you, reduce you to common beggar. They reduce you to shoemaker. They reduce you to catoliera. They reduce you to animal. You are the most miserable, I must tell you. Your leaders are the ones stealing the resources with British government in our land. But yet you people are the one that is disease thinking and the rest of it. The question is simple. Why do you think we are fighting? You think it's because of all this? The Nigerian government is dominated by terrorists. One short dwarf called El Rufai. I wonder how he does not come to the media to speak. He threatened the whole world and said to them, if you come and supervise and follow up this election we have already rigged, all of you will go back and body bag. BBC didn't hear that. CNN didn't hear that. No, they are waiting for me now to say I will bomb America. I tell you, you will know BBC are listening to me. No, let me say I'm coming to London now to kill Theresa May. You will know BBC is listening to me. Nigerian government is dominated by terrorists. Late Muhammad Buhari is a terrorist. Obasanjo is a terrorist. Babangida is a terrorist. Abacha is a terrorist. Tiwa Danjuma is a terrorist, among others. Among others. It is not because the government of Nigeria are ruled by war criminals. That is not just it. That is not just it. It's not just because the Nigerian government are the ones controlling the resources in our land. People are saying, the Igbo want to colonize us. Igbo want our oil. Look at your communities where you have this oil. Anywhere, of course, there is oil in my community. Go to all of them. The day oil is found in your community, or they decide to drill that oil, that day your village people become miserable. They will first of all give you a barrack, and the barrack will be by jihadist army. And most of their job is to rape your wife and rape your daughters and your grandmother if possible. And when you talk, they are going to wipe all of you away. Go and ask OD people. Why are we fighting to restore Biafra? Is it because all the oil belong to Awusa? I wonder who sold it to them. It's not just that, though it's part of it. Is it because of the deliberate lockdown of economic status in our land? Let me tell you, it's a secret, like I said, I wanted to say before. After the war, if truly they took all our parents' money and returned only 20 pounds to them, how come that immediately after the war, they were Biafrans who became millionaire or who were millionaire? Does it mean Yoruba and Hausa did not take their money? I have listened to most of them. They will say, you know, after the war, I am the one in charge of constructing this airport. I was the one who brought this money. Does it mean their own money was not taken? And so if they took my mother money and they did not take your father money, that means something is wrong somewhere. Your father may be a saboteur. And now you know. So all those saboteurs, we know all of you. You were a poor man before the war started. And you turned to a billionaire. And today most of you are parading yourself, buying gun to give even Hausa to kill us. So you will shut us up. I'm very sorry for you. It's not just because they want to Islamize us. Why we are fighting to restore Biafra, it's not because they want to Islamize us. Don't let anybody deceive you. Because very soon we will turn to Islam ourselves. Me, I will answer Shekau. Shekau Onibe. You want Islam. Don't worry. That's not the reason. Because very soon, you begin to hear Shekawo Kinkwo, Shekawo Nibe, Shekawo Mefo. You begin to hear different Shekawo. You want Islam, we will give you Islam. The question is, what is the reason why we are fighting? To ensure that Biafra is restored. It's just because they want to wipe us away. It's just because they tried doing this before now. In the following ways. They try destroying our name. They work hard to bastardize our blood lineage. They're poisoning our food, and most of you don't know. We are fighting to make sure that Biafra is restored, because everything I've said could be summoned up in one word. They want to wipe us away. They need our land, they don't need us. They want to bastardize our blood lineage. They implement policies that are dividing the families of Biafran apart on daily basis. Some in Europe are thinking they are advanced people. If you are in Europe, you are in America. If any Hausa has ever been there or Yoruba, watch them. In Europe and in America and in Asia, they give birth to their children and name them their name. But we are the one who are calling English name because you have given up already. You have given up already. That is a way to bastardize our blood lineage. I read an article online this morning. One of them was talking about one useless Abo man that is now a Muslim in the House of Representatives. He's a Muslim, Abo man. He's a Muslim. Of course, he has to become a Muslim. So go and ask the name of this Abo man. He will sound like the name of what is it? This lunatic name, Asari name. They're destroying our names. They're bastardizing our blood lineage because they want to wipe us away. But God will not do for man what man should do for themselves. If we fail to stand up and stop these people, in the next 10 decades, we are gone as a people. And so what we are doing here is a generational fight. And when we think about those who cannot actually confront us are the ones subduing us to this degrading, inhuman treatment, because British government want oil among other collaborators across the globe. And then we begin to see the need why we must stand up to fight for Biafran freedom. Biafra must remain. For all eternity, Biafra must remain. The only solution to everybody is to allow us be. Yoruba go. Hausa go. Fulani go. Leave our land. Because this thing you are looking for, you will get it. Biafrans across the globe, if we do not stand up to do what we're supposed to do, soon there will be nothing like us again. Don't let anybody deceive you. It has started already. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Your comfort zone now will not save your people. You should thank God that there are people like our leader, Mazen Nandekano, who are standing on the ground to make sure that the desire of our enemy will never come to pass. Because with our last blood, we will defend Biafra. With our last blood, we will fight Nigeria to stand still. Before our very eyes, Britain has not started existing. Britain will divide till only Theresa May family will be left in UK. Allow Biafrans to go. You won't understand. You will not understand. Biafrans, we must fight to protect our women. Some people are there on Facebook. Oh, it's Mother Day. It's Mother Day. Is it a Catholic Mother Day or Muslim Mother Day? Which Mother Day are you celebrating? Do you even know your mother? Oh, my mommy, it's Mother Day. When Mother Day reach, we will tell you. Because they are destroying our women. On Mother Day, hopefully, we'll be able to look into who the woman is. I'm just watching in between the time. When the Pentecostal and other religion in the zoo called Nigeria want to do their Mother Day, I want to centralize it between the other religion and the other religion. So we can be able to look into Mother's Day, or maybe after they finish their celebration. Then you will understand the role women play. The power of a woman. Biafrans, if we fail to defend our land, and then we are gone as a people. Don't let anybody deceive you. Those of you who are black American, black Chinese, black Indian, black anywhere, have you ever sat back to find out where you are really coming from? Of course, trying to find where you are coming from could only be a mirage. It's just something that you think is impossible. But the good news is that we know where all of you are coming from. And you will come back home. You will come back home. Yoruba will say, no, Yoruba's in Costa Rica, Yoruba in Puerto Rico, Yoruba, does Yoruba travel? It's only losers, slave masters that will buy Yoruba slave. Do they want to eat pepper? Any slave master that bought a Yoruba slave, he's a loser. Maybe it is the ship conductor. They just catch some freaky Yoruba and put them in the ship. Because the only thing they can do is blackmail. 419. What are they doing with Hausa? Only lunatic slave master will buy Hausa. Because the moment you take Hausa man there, he will finish the grass in your compound. It's not their fault. But let's not go there any longer. Biafrans across the globe, rise up and defend your homeland. The Muhammadian jihadis are everywhere. This rain will surely fall. Those who would have stood up for justice of Biafran people are actually behind what we are going through. But the question this morning is, are we going to allow them to succeed? Look for IPOB family closer to you. Stop fooling yourself and say, no, I'm Delta Niger, I'm Niger Delta. Abos are not Igbo, Ikweris are not Igbo. Stop fooling yourself. Ijos are not Biafra. Stop deceiving your people. No, Ogonisi from Ghana. Who the hell told you that life, not Yoruba? Biafrans, wake up. Wake up, look for IPOB family closer to you around the world. Those of you who think IPOB family is about the financial gain, wake up. You know that unit now is your company. Wake up. Wake up and remain focused. We are fighting to restore the sovereign state of Biafra. It's because we will not be alive and allow anybody to put an end to us. They've done it to some countries and nations of the world, but we will not give them that privilege. And this is one truth. Everybody who is hearing my voice, friends and enemy alike, it is one truth you must embrace. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of doubt. Look for IPOB family closer to you. Join the nearest IPOB family closer to you. Do the needful. I'll be back in a minute.
United Nation, you gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans are being massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shooting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom. This is the story of the motherless searching for a lovely home.
They were shot by the military. No one knew how to love the power.
A painful history, living a life of misery. United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Biafrans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall? Did you let the children fall?
We are known for being blunt about the truth. Federal and world bodies can't even deny this obvious proof that these keys we are starved to death. None of them were left. Together we stand against this ruthlessness.
You made us believe in you. You gave us your word, and now they are killing us and stealing our heart.
Pain and misery, we've had enough. We've had enough. UN and the USA, stand up for once. We've had enough.
We have been running our turn in all the zones. Since the crashes of the great nations, we still haven't grown. We cannot second the stop. Back. Yes, we need to go back to our home. Yeah, our home.
What have we done? That is a missing human treatment. What is a crime? That's not letting our environment. Emperors are suffering every day. What more can we say if that's the bread that we must pay? We must pay. And I'm so disappointed in USA, UN, and the government. That's why I say
United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Biafrans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall?
Yes, at this moment our lines are open. Biafrans across the globe must understand there are so many reasons why we must ensure that the sovereign state of Biafra is restored. If Hausa, Yoruba, and Fulani are working very hard to stop us, don't you think it is time we work very hard to stop them? There are people who are everywhere now. They say their opinion more than NGA. Our father who were rich men before the war became poor men after the war. And most people who their father were poor men before the war become millionaire today, and they are sharing dollar, they are jumping, they are deceiving all. Hey, they are hero. Menara, Akanemego, we know all of you. My mother told me she bought the first plot she has in Abo at the age of 26. And I know when she was saying this to me, she could be maybe at the age of 47 or thereabout. And my mother, I'm not saying my father. And so within the ages of 26 to 30, my mother bought more than 20 pieces of plot of land in Abo. Then after the war, they took all her money. She didn't stop there because she continued advancing even with that 20 pounds. So why is it that my mother after the war become 20 pounds owner? And your own mother and father become billionaire? You think we don't know what you do? All of you can fight to stop Biafra because you think Yoruba educated you. Where you hear Nyangodo and the rest saying, where you hear Edwin Clark and all of them saying, you think these people are human beings. Everything all of you has done will catch up with you. But the issue is not what you have done in the past. Your greatest crime is working very hard to make sure that you actually represent the evil your father represents. So all of us will be destroyed. We will not allow that to happen. Of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line is 070 815-45642. Our WhatsApp number once again is 070-815-45642. For the last time, our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45664. Our direct line is 081-221-52971. Our direct line once again is 081-221-52971. For the last time, our direct line is 081-221-52971. The line specially dedicated to female is 081-288-58614. Special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. For the last time, the special number dedicated to the female is 081-288-58614. And we will go to our line now. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, Mr. Jojo. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Yes, my name is Kenichi. I'm calling from Mama. Hello?
Of course, we must continue. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
This is Chikeze calling from Aba.
Go ahead, please.
Good morning, all Biafrans, lovers of freedom, and men of goodwill and good consciences. Sir, I'm just here this morning to report the evil the zoo called Nigerian government, is perpetrating on Biafrans. Currently and recently now, do you know, sir, that EFCC and what do you call it, this FIRC, Federal Inland Revenue, they were out now blocking the account of Biafrans. They never did it to Yorubas. They never did it to Hausas. They are blocking the account of Biafrans. When they saw that some millions of naira is flowing in your account, they will block it and call you to come to Abuja and pay. Maybe they see like 70 million naira in your account. They will call, they will block the account. Now, when you go to bank and they want to transact anything in terms of business, they will tell you that EFCC, in conjunction with the Federal Inland Revenue, has blocked your account. That you have to go to Abuja and pay like 4 or 5 million. Only France. What have we done, Biafrans? All this, if I can say, please, I'm not insulting our people, but I'm just saying the truth. All these stupid traders, when you talk of Biafra, they will be talking nonsense. But immediately the account was frozen and sealed, they began to look for IPOB, or they began to complain, they began to dance, crying up and down. Hello?
Yes, you are right. Once they have problem, they now remember IPOB. But must we have problem before we remember IPOB?
Oh, my brother. So what am I trying to say in effect is this. Please, Biafrans, all year traders, remember that George Onibe have said it, Nnamdi have said it, whichever have said it. Hausas and Fulani and Yorubas, they hate Biafrans. And you must wake up from your slumbers. Let us fight these people and be free. Can you imagine? And it's all these Yorubas because they own the bank also. The Yorubas are busy searching all the account of Biafrans flowing in millions, and they will report you to EFCC and the Federal Inland Revenue, and they will come and attack you.
Of
Biafrans.
course. I said something about what they did to Alesoti. Bank is just a way to curtail us. They are working hard to take everything from us. And our people are relaxing. They are doing not all our people. Some of our people are relaxing. They think they are relevant. They have money. They have private jets. They are fooling themselves. But we are here to restore Biafra.
So Biafrans, please. All Biafrans, I don't know what you see, but I don't know what you see. All I know is Biafrans. Let us come together and fight these monsters. Yorubas are monsters. Hausas are monsters. Fulanis are monsters. Let us come together and fight and be free. Freedom fighting is legalized worldwide, and we must fight it and be free.
Exactly.
I can end up now this morning so that other people will come in. Good morning, Biafrans, and be careful enough. Thank you, sir.
God bless you, my brother. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. You go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Yeah, this is good luck. I'm calling you from UAE.
I will appreciate if you move away from your, I will appreciate if you move from your radio set.
Okay.
Of course, we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on WhatsApp, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah. Hello, Maz, are you talking to me?
Yes, of course. Go ahead. The world is listening.
Okay, my master. Good morning, Mazi. George Onyibe. My name is Chema Nwokike Ugochukwu. I am calling from India. I hail from Mumbai. Mumbai is in Olu province, Biafra land. Mazi, please permit me to appreciate my leader, Mazi Namujo Okukanu, and acknowledge Chukwu Okike Abiama. Chukwu Okike anyị na-ekele gị onye pụrụ ime ihe niile. Chukwuma anyị na-ebuli aha gị elu n'isi nwa oru gị Maazị Nnamdi Kanu onye kpọpụtara ka ọ bịa duo anyị n'ije a. Chukwuka anyị sị gị nọnyere nwa oru gị a n'ihi na ọnwụ na ọwụghọ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Anyị amaghị ebe anyị kara ịnọ ugbu a. Ebe ọ bụ na ịkpọpụtara nwa oru a nna nara ekele nara otito butere ya ụzọ kpetere ya azụ na-agbazi anyị Chukwu Okike na-edu anyị until ruo mgbe nwa oru gị a ga-akpụlata ya n'ala eze nke ahụ i kwere anyị na nkwa na aha gị bụ Chukwu Okike anyị bịa mapụrụ ime ihe niile. Ise. Mazi, I thank you very much for your teachings, my brother. You know, when we are talking about Biafra, we want to unite together. Some people are thinking that this thing belongs to one-side people. Or if we got this Biafra now, Mazi George Onyibe now, we say he will be the president. He will do this, he will do that. But some of our brother that is jumping Nigerian, the same thing that will come upon Biafran people, your own even will be times 10. If we suffer 1%, you that is now saying you don't know about Biafra, you will suffer times 10 in it. We are calling all our brothers, we are Biafrans. We are not Oduduwa. We are not Arewa. We are Biafrans. We born in Biafra and we grow up in Biafra and we will die in Biafra. Anaha mwake benanka. Onye obula na-eme nke ọ na-eme. Carry on. If you think that nke ị na-eme wu nke dị mma, mere ya na-abịa. Anyị nwakwana na-emere Biafra na ya na-abịa. One day, ajụjụ ga-ajụ gị nna ihe ị na-eme mana kwetekwe na ọngụwa na pilot ya ụkwa hose etie onye wụ ya master gị na-ebigharị aka. Anything you are standing on, keep on doing it coming. We are seeing everything. Some people say they don't know about Biafra. Mazi, just think about this thing, my brother. People, or should I say, our people are not human beings anymore. Someone that give, okay, now I know how much I have in my account, and war will come. They will take all that amount and give me 20 pounds. Then is like now 20 naira, if I'm not mistaken, Mazi. And someone now will give me 20 naira now out of the amount that I have.
Look at the truth.
Are you giving? Yes, are you giving me this money now for me to do what? Are you giving me to start up a business?
Despite that, Maze, this should be
Yes,
our
sir.
concern now. They took the money belonging to my parents, they gave them 20 pounds. Then immediately after we claim that they took the money belonging to our people, then all of a sudden the next day some Biafrans become millionaire. What is the
that is what
there? Now when we are asking our people to wake up, some people are saying, no, don't you know that Edwin Clark is my uncle? Don't you know that Iwanyangu is my cousin? God will punish all of them.
Yes, Mazi, these people, they took all the whole money that our parents have and give them 20 pounds, which is now we are using naira now. It's like giving you 20 naira. Where is this money leading to us? A family that have 4 or 5 boys, then what are they going to do with 20 naira now? Just think of what Mazi Nandekano come out here to do. If you don't understand it now, let your eyes be open. Ask yourself, any amount you have in account now, someone took it and give you 20 naira. In this condition, and believe me, this condition we are now might be better then. Oh. And they took that money and give them 20. Someone giving you 20 naira now, my brother and my sisters. How will you survive in life? Answer this question. If you finish answering this question, you go and read in the Bible, Luke chapter 6. Read it from beginning to the end. If you don't understand what Mazi Nandekano is saying, that means you are not a human being, and you can never you tackle, never you scratch any IPOB around you. Mas, these people have turned our head, turn our head in front of. Turn our head. If you are looking front now, your face now we look back. They will be telling you move. That is how it is, and some of our people are moving like that. You cannot stand for your freedom. You cannot speak. Nah, this condition. This is not the way it is. So this is not the way I cannot survive. What is happening? Oh, overnight, some people that was suffering, they become a rich. And when you talk about Biafra, they will tell you, now forget about that, and that thing is not possible. Biafra cannot come. What will make Biafra not to come? Mazi, we are telling these people all the whole things they did to us. I am the last born in my family, and my father teach me some things in in Biafra, which they passed through, and I will not allow my children to suffer. The same thing. We must get Biafra. Biafra we must get. Thank you, Mazi. I say may Chukwu Kikabiyama bless all the whole principal officers, the whole world, and bless my leader Mazi Nandekano. All Eloro Kigeri Ugwari Mazi and Mazi Uchemofo. All hail Biafra. Thank you, sir.
It's unbelievable. When they tell you, hey, we want to develop waterway, watch them. They want to take over waterway. No, we are going to develop here. Anywhere, go to Obana in Anambra or Ihiala area. Ojuku bunker is being taken over by Nigerian government. Because one useless man there need 5,000. Biafrans wake up. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Of course, we lose that caller. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello?
Name and where are you calling from? The world is listening.
Good morning, Mbado.
Good morning.
My name is Gochuku. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. I'm here from Adaziano. I heard what you said and your lecture this morning. But I said that let us look in the scripture. Hello?
Which of the chapter?
Okay. If you go to Genesis chapter 49, verse 19.
Which of the translation? Which of the translation? NIV or which one do you?
Anyone, but
I hope you know they are not the same. King James, Old or New King James? Old King James or New King James?
Anyone, my brother,
yes, so what I'm asking you is so that our people will be able to get the right information, because Bibles are not the same again. So should I tell them Old King James or New King James?
The issue of Biafra is a spiritual thing. especially for those of those our enemy. If they like, let the whole world be against Biafra. The God bandits must surely come to pass. It is not man that holds Biafra. It is God that holds Biafra. If you go to that Genesis 49 verse 19, you see where our father Jacob called all his children and told them what will happen, what will befall them in the last days, which is now. So, coming to God, which the father of Biafra, he told him that God, a truth will overcome you, but at last you will win. So, and some people used to blame Ojukwu that some people, some country came in and they said that they will tap all you 20 years and Ojukwu, blah, blah, blah. If you like, Ojukwu give all of them, all the whole world, better lawyers. That war, that bandit from that our patriot Jacob was come to pass. It has been predicted that all prophesied that Ojukwu must lose that war, but this thing now can start now. If the whole war let them be against him, he must win the war because the war had already been prophesied by Jacob. And if you read the account of when God visited Abraham, he told him that, Abraham, your children will suffer 400 years. Your children will suffer 400 years. And the later, he will bring them with strong hands. So, God dodged that thing when they were in Egypt. Because when their father died, he called his children and told them that the fellow that did not know their brother Joseph will come, may rise in Egypt, and they will suffer. Based on that, he left some of his children to Ethiopia, to this Biafra land. At the end of the day, he dodged that 400 years. That is, their brothers suffered in Egypt. So as a result of that, the slave trade that was started, as you are mentioning all those things, because I had all what you are saying. Why I'm saying all this is that we should not be afraid of whatever that goes on. At the end of the day, it is God that holds us. God used both Yoruba, both After and Neo, both things we are seeing to hold us, even both Britain. Because that 100 years we dodge is what we are fulfilling. And the glory be to God that this 2019 is the complete of that 100 years. So we should watch out and see the battle is between God and so what I'm trying to point out is this. Okay, I will still touch why the slave trade that started just for us to start our 400 years.
Yes, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. Our people must remain focused. Our people must remain focused. We want freedom. If you agree, God agree. If you don't agree, God will not agree. I must tell you the truth. Call on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
My name is Jennifer, calling from Enugu province. I just want to say something because today I remembered something what my father told me. Okay. So My father told me a story of how this, but she did not call it Biafra. He just said, my daughter asked me a question about woman. The man, what the man is doing made me to ask him. I said that what happened? Why is it that this man is doing? He said, do you know what they did him in that Hausa war? I said, what happened? He said, you see, when we are growing, we hear about little people that doesn't do the zinc house, or only mud house, America. My father told me that the reason why they are not building zinc is because of that war. That if they see zinc in your compound, they will be coming every day. Taxi, coming every day to taxi, coming every day to taxi. They will taxi and taxi until you remove your zinc house. If you didn't remove that your zinc house, you can't be able to give food to your children and your wife, because they don't want you to prosper. And my father told me they made them. Nobody will go to a battery and buy zinc. Nobody will try and build a zinc house. We only build
that is what they call economic emasculation. They weaken them. Yes. These are policies they pass. Most of these lunatics who call themselves opinion model leaders of thought, fear will not allow them to come out, because one signature of one Barawu Dambanza will destroy their business empire. So when I look at them, I sit back, I see Nyangodu, I see Edwin Clark, I see Asari Dokobo, I see all these lunatics jumping up and down. Hey, we are this one, we are this one. I only pity them, because our Wosa Yoruba will rubbish them with just signature that is even they can't even repeat it. Go ahead, my sister. My father told you that is why everyone in part of that ability, they all remove their zinc house. If you get that money, you will just build the mud house with one Africa, and you will just live like that. Live like my father told me, you who give you authority to build a house, a good house? You would die you would die paying your tax. Paying tax. They could be coming to your house to eat every day. That they are walking about in our village. And my father told me about the man, that if they found you with a girl you like or you want to marry, they will say that you are a shawo, you are chasing a woman. They will beat you, blow your penis, make sure that the man survives the safe. That everybody was afraid. You can't go out, you can't go to town, you can't travel. They went to Idoma, took Bongo sick with wife. Babangida Bongo sick with wife.
You can't buy bicycle, good bicycle, unless a bad one. That is why my father told me, that is why they couldn't do anything. But my father did not tell me it's Biafra. The only grandmother that told me that this is Biafra. And since then, I started praying. I said, these Hausa people, I don't like them. They made my father not to build a good house in time. My father told me before they could be able to build.
Of course, that is Zoo Epileptic Network. We must continue. But no matter what they do, Biafrans across the globe must understand. We are just saying what they did. The one they are planning to do is worse than you can imagine. The one they are planning to do is worse than you can imagine. Now, you think we are afraid of them? You think we don't want them to bring the hell on us? We mock at you and we see how stupid you are if you do not stand up to do the needful. Also, it is about Honendia also and the Yoruba Regishi Apato Makasa. Okomonu Vumenya Ugobidon, Onumeno no man, no man kicken. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, my lord.
Go ahead. Did you say your lord? I thought Lord is for only Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, who knows him?
And Lord is supposed to be for Lugard and that prostitute.
Lord, they said Lord Lugard for them, mad people. My Lord, good morning. You are very great. You know, you will be great forever, forever, forever. My Lord, please, I want to tell you this morning, your message this morning goes to what I watch in Facebook this morning as I'm going to work. Sorry, my name is Chineze. I'm calling from Paris. So there's a Oni of Ife. He's talking about there's a ceremony, festival of a wet. I watched in Facebook this morning. He was explaining how the festival is and how it take come. I said, God. So all these people know all these things for a long time, so they keep quiet. So now, my own analysis is this. Please, fellow Biafrans, I know you will watch it. Don't let all those things, all those sweet words confuse you, because they know that Biafra is at hand. Biafra is at hand. Where is Oni of Ife? When they kill people in Abia State, where is he? They give us 20 pounds for us to be person. Where is Oni of Ife? Then, now we become somebody. He said the Biafrans is normally the people that owns the wealth in Nigeria. And this festival they are doing is normally for Biafrans. They're supposed to be here and celebrate the festival of wealth with them. They are not here, but thank God next time they will do it, they will try to bring them along.
Let me tell you something. One bit at
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You watch somebody like Kumuye. Kumuye's wife was the Secretary General of Deeper Life Bible Church. And then there is another Secretary General of Deeper Life Bible Church somewhere in London. Immediately Kumuye's wife died. Kumuye went and married his Secretary General in London. His Secretary General and his wife, all of them started the church. Kumuye now, wife died. Kumuye went and married other Secretary General. Now, what I want us to see there is, this Secretary General in London didn't marry. He was waiting for Kumuye. Now, go and investigate. You will see that maybe Kumuye poisoned his real wife in order to bring in Secretary General in London into his house. Kumuye now is working very hard to say that women who wear trousers are abomination unto God. And some of our people will be jumping up and down. Hey, it's true. They stop wearing trousers. But Kumuye did not see Fulani herdsmen as abomination unto God. Kumuye is not seeing Miati Allah as abomination unto God. Kumuye is not seeing Miati Allah and Boko Haram as abomination unto God. Kumuye could only see women putting on trousers. And soon Kumuye will bring it down that IPOB is abomination unto God. And some of our people will jump in, oh, the Lord help us. God will punish all of them. Go ahead and sorry for interrupting you.
Okay, sir. Please, my fellow Biafrans, let us be united. Our Biafra is here. Our freedom is, there's no power will stop that freedom, which have already ordained by God. Please, fellow Biafrans, let us be united and come together. Don't mind all these Yoruba people, what they say, to bring us to know now we are somebody. Before they call us Omo Ido, please, let us come together. And another thing again is for my fellow Biafran, please. My leader, Mazen Nandekala, have been saying this for long. If you pick your call, please talk off your radio. Off your radio. Since 2012, he starts saying all these things. They will never pick a lesson. All these schools will go every morning, every night, every afternoon. We hear Radio Biafra. When you call, when they pick your call, when the operator pick your call, please, off your studio, off whatever you are listening, all your device, talk to radio. When you talk to radio, finish, you come back to where you are. You will still hear your voice. If you want to hear your voice, you will still hear your voice. Please, my people, let us be matured and educated people. We are not like that. Please, Thank you, sir, and God bless you. God bless Mazen Nandekano.
In the spirit, we are going home. Our people must understand there are many reasons why we are fighting to ensure that Biafra is restored, and none of you can stop it. The more you come out against IPOB, the more you will disgrace yourself. Don't tell us God tell you, because we are gods, for your information. Don't tell us, you know, our brother was actually making sense, and he did make sense before Zoo Epileptic Network cut him up. He was saying the Bible has ordained already. I agree totally with everything he said. It's just that somewhere along the line, we need to ask God some question, and that is what we are doing. And now, what am I trying to say in effect for the avoidance of doubt? Yoruba are telling you that if you wear trousers as a woman, that you are abominable unto God. Biafran women, wherever you are, begin to wear jeans. You need to wear jeans, proper jeans, wear better jeans. Don't let anybody deceive you. But do not forget what Turapa signified to the mother of Biafran people. Biafran women are the only women that tie Turapa in the whole world. It represents something. But if Yoruba is telling you not to wear jeans, Yoruba tie only one wrapper. Yoruba women tie one wrapper, lace and buba. That is to enable them to prostitute around Biafra land. When you see Yoruba people in Ijaw land, if Asare marry Yoruba, Ijaw people are marry Yoruba, I think it's ordinary. Yoruba method of prostitution is tie one wrapper without pint. When they meet people like Asari and other lunatic, they just raise the rapper. How did they sing this song? Usika papa gentile agentile. They shake their knees, open their rotten bumper. Then Asari enter and marry Yoruba, and they are jumping up. Our mother tied two rapper. So before you lose one, lose two, and have access to them, everybody, community would have seen you. Now, the same child of a prostitute is telling you, if you wear jeans, it's abominable unto God. Does Kumuye even know that he's trying to destroy British government and American business? Don't he know the Europe who gave us jeans? Does he want to destroy their business? American business and British government business must thrive in our land. So, oh ye Biafran people, begin to wear jeans, Biafran women, for it is not abominable to Chukwu Kikabiama. God will punish all of you. Fulani herdsmen wipe away the whole community. It's not abominable. Boko Haram will kill the whole community. It's not abominable. You are not seeing that to preach. They kill your church member. Take the head and parole in the market. It's not abominable. You are here. You are holy man. You kill your wife to marry your girlfriend. You think we don't know. Bring your children to come to the media. They will tell you the truth. Immediately, Kumuyi, after your wife died, your children revolt against you. Deeper Life managed to quench that matter. We know. Your children know you were friending that woman you just married. You kept her in London. You were going to London to do romantic, and you are Deeper Life. Only you will go to heaven. God will punish all of you. We will profile all of you. We will tell you the name of your children. We will tell you how hopeless you are. Awosa Fulani, Yoruba, including Biafran Saboteur. We are done with all of you. Wish you never existed. We want you to come openly. I am George Onibe. I am in Abo. Kumuye, bring police to arrest me. Let me give your profile to the world and where your children live. Adeboye, all of you, Odukoya, come out against George Onibe Amenabo. I will tell the world how dirty you people are. You killed your wife and you married your girlfriend. And maybe you say, no, let's send Holy Ghost fire to it. Please send Holy Ghost fire, I'm receiving it. I wake up one morning and my children say, Holy Ghost fire. They were playing. And the other younger one said, I receive it, I receive it, I receive it. So I thought Holy Ghost fire was to destroy. And then there is a child receiving it already. Now give me Holy Ghost fire. Every Holy Ghost fire sent to George Onibe, I receive it, I receive it, I receive it in the ara. God will punish all of you. Allow us to go. No saboteur, no toa sabu. Nobody will go free. Do you know how many people who have died? Do you know how many people held in Kamenekadu? Do you know how many people in different secret dungeons because of Biafra? Do you know how many widows, how many orphans? Do you know you people are miserable? You just get ready for it to get to you. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of that. And I remember George Onibe reaching you from our board. Don't make a mistake about that. Yes, caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead. Your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you, my brother, George Onibe. You are great. I just want to use this opportunity to thank Chukwu Kabiama for our leader, Marina Ndekar. And you are a special person. God bless you. My name is Arum Robinson. I'm calling from Enugu, Biafra land. I want to thank all Biafrans, both home and abroad, to remain resolute. This your topic is wonderful. This lady, but God, they have finished us. See, they go to congratulate Buhari in Abuja. See them with Buhari in
It's not abominable. It's not abominable. When Yoruba lead can go and visit El Sudani and imposter is it's not abominable. Biafran women wear jeans, wear jeans Monday to Saturday. On Sunday, tie to rapper.
God will only show them the picture they take with Buhari. Nothing more. They will enter hell direct. They carry cap, carry this one, say this one, Bishop and this. Go and congratulate Buhari. You know the election is not fair and fair. You guys congratulate him. Same people. Thank you, my brother. Keep it on. I don't know if it's coming from the local Biafra land. Thank you.
Of course, we must continue. They can think they are deceiving us, but soon we will know who is deceiving each other. When they come out, some lunatic Biafrans who are worshipping under a Muslim call Okumuye will not say, oh, let's not wear trouser. If you are a Biafran woman from Monday till Friday, please, we of course, to Saturday, wear trouser. Wear better trouser, let us see your bumbo. After all, church, they sing, shake that booty that Jesus gave you. Shake that booty that Jesus gave you. But on Sunday, tie rapper, so that we will not forget where our mothers are coming from. It is not abominable. When all this nonsense happen in our land, they can only see vision. Already what we know the truth. When we are done with all of you, you wish you never existed there. I'm only calling Biafrans. We must restore Biafra, or else our blood lineage will be bastardized. We will not give them that privilege, I can assure you that. Yes, caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, you are listening to your radio, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Lower the volume of your radio set.
No, okay, sir.
Please go ahead, the word is listening.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ada. Go ahead, please.
Okay, my name is Patient Favor Obunna. I'm calling from UAE. I'm from Abia State, Biafra land. Mazonibe, I'm happy to hear your voice once again, and also to pass a message to our sisters and brothers out there. Please, I want to urge everyone. Church has done much more harm than good to us. We have been caged in the religion of Christianity, especially in that zoo. They are only after your money, your tithe, your offering. They don't care about your well-being. If anybody is still going to church, sorry for that person, because for me, ever since I heard that voice of Nnamdi Kanu in 2016, I stopped going to church. Because who church help? For who will church help? Church cannot help you. They are only after their money, their family, their relatives. They don't care about you. So if anyone is still going to church or whatever he or she may call herself or himself, that is the person's cup of tea. Nnamdi Kanu, our director, I normally call him my eyes opener. He has opened everybody's eyes. And if you are still under the cage of that Christianity, church this, church that, sorry for you and that person. Mazi Jojo, I want to thank you so much for everything. I'm sorry for a while now I've not been calling on Radio Biafra because I'm little.
I understand, honestly.
I'm very, very busy.
You have the heart of an angel. You are among the true Biafran women. And I would dedicate a song to you on Biafran's Women's Day Remembrance. Believe me,
my God.
You are an angel. I must tell you that. People won't understand. Did you tell them you are my girlfriend? You didn't tell them. Let me allow you to go. I don't want them to kidnap you. We are going home.
Oh my God.
Of
course we are going home.
We are going home. Women of funny
there is one of your voice I used to, I don't know your language. Oh, me, wait. I don't know the meaning.
That is Jamaican Biafra. Leave them. We are coming for all of them. They weren't speaking in tongue. We shall give them. Thank you, Ada.
Please don't mind them. They're only joking. They're only joking.
I know.
And they are very, very angry now because people are beginning to wake up.
Of course, our people.
Their friends are beginning to wake up. Yes, that's why they are very, very angry. They will do everything humanly possible to stop them.
In IPOB, we have prophets. In IPOB, we have
evangelists. Of course.
In IPOB, we have pastors. In IPOB, we have teachers. In IPOB, we have Biafrans. Any chapter they want, including a man. Don't you know I'm a man? I'm building my mosque. They have Boko Haram. We will give them Biafra Haram. Anything they want, they will want you. They will see it. So if they are wanting one Nigeria, go ahead, Dada.
Please, there is my colleague, one of our member in UAE, and he's also our PRO. Last time he was talking to me that you said something on air that people are asking you for UAE number, their family house, how they can join. So I don't know if it's possible for me to give you his number or PRO.
What you
in case if someone asks,
send it to me, very important, so I can forward to them.
Okay.
Many people.
Okay, I'll send it to your WhatsApp or
this very WhatsApp you are calling.
Okay, I'll send it to it.
Yes.
Okay, because this coming Friday we have a meeting also.
Yes, but if it's okay for you to add this number, you are free to do that.
Okay.
But if it's not convenient, don't worry. I'll forward the number.
I'm at home. I'm at home now.
Miss Sarah.
Okay, let me just allow others. Many people are on the way waiting, so let me just allow them to speak.
Of course.
Thank you so much. Okay, bye. I will just send it.
Is it Biafra?
I will just send it to your
WhatsApp lady. Which one do I call you?
Ada Biafra.
Ada Biafra. I got it. We must continue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, of course.
All right.
And you too.
So those who are working very hard to think they will divide us. You are Ijo Igbo, you are Western Igbo, Ropa Igbo, Bottom Igbo. Continue because we are waiting for you. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning, Mazo Nibe.
Good morning, my brother.
And
go ahead,
fellow Biafrans all around the world. I greet you this morning. My name is Koma Ejoyadu Guchko Diego. I am calling from Cambodia, and by the grace of God, I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the national coordinator of IPOB. I am from Amandoba in Isu. Isu is in Olu province. Olu province is in Biafra land. So, my contribution this morning to this program is, first of all, before I talk about the Yoruba pastors and their defeat on our people, I want to remind our people of something, because yesterday night when you were having your program, though it was our early morning here, so there was a comment somebody made on that program that he asked his grandmother, why do you go to church? She said, I am going to church because when I die, so that the church people will come and bury me. I laughed. Why did I laugh? Because my grandmother paid all the money that she paid, starting from her birth to the church, and Catholic church in our village. But man, do you know that when this woman died, her corpse was abandoned, kept standstill until all the money that she was owing was cleared to the church before they were able to come to bury her. I thought it was a joke. Then I was a kid. Then my own mother now stepped in. She paid all the money that she was paying to Rome. And when she died, all the money she was owing to Catholic Church, despite all her efforts, despite all her services to church, despite the time she used to leave us in midnight and go to church meetings to make sure that Roman is achieved. But at the end of the day, when she died, all the debts that she was owing to the church, I paid all of them before they agreed to bury her. You see? So this is why our people should start seeing that all these things they are doing every time, running to this pastor, running to this priest, running to this reverend, is not the salvation. It's not the salvation. Salvation is when you are doing the will of God, obeying the commandments of God. Okay, that one is one. Coming to the part of these Yoruba pastors now that come to Igbo land now, they have the effrontery to come to Biafra land, to come and tell Biafrans what they should do, how they should worship God. My brother, I have checked. In the olden days, there was no religious connection between our people and the Yoruba. There was no religious connection between our people and the Hausa. Your grandfather didn't have Yoruba man as his father-in-law. Now you grew up and you have Yoruba man as your father-in-law. There is an error. Our people should wake up. All these people, they will come and tell you this and that. Do you remember that Biafrans were the people that started this Christianity in the zoo? And they were all Catholics and the Anglicans. But Yorubas, as much as they hate us, when they came on board in this Christian something from their idol worshiping and Islam, they didn't turn obediently enough to join that line our people were following in worship. They did what? They created their own path to work on for their own benefit, for their own interest. They are not answerable to Rome. They are not answerable to England. They are not answerable to United States or anybody. Although I appreciate their smartness. I appreciate their smartness. But if only our people will learn. These people now that are telling you this thing, all the investments they collect from this money is in their land. You are the people who are going to church, but when they want to build headquarters, they go to Abuja and build it. They go to Lagos and build it. You are the contributors. You are afraid of heaven and hell, but you are in hell already in your land. So all I am saying is this: our people should wake up and stop listening to doctrines, individual doctrines, and follow the word of God. That is my contribution this morning. They win.
Thank you, my brother. We must go home. Can you hear me call on the line?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Your name and where are you calling from, Ada?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Ada Biafra.
Ipob.
One family.
Ipob.
One family. Ada, go
One
ahead.
family.
Ipob. Ada, go ahead. The word is listening.
My name is Amanda. I'm coming from Ada. I don't need Nigeria. I need Biafra.
I know, Ada. Only true Biafran daughters can call on this line. Even though I'm hearing
God will bless you.
You see, I'm bless you too. Tell Daddy I'm hearing.
For what you are doing for us.
Tell Daddy to allow you to talk. Ada, even though you talk wrong, you be Biafra queen. Go ahead, Ada.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra.
Biafra.
Yes, Biafra will hear you. Thank you very much, Ada.
Only give phone to my daddy.
Yes, I will allow your daddy to talk on female line because of you. Yes, Daddy, go ahead. Good morning, my brother. Go ahead, please.
Mazi is my daughter. She's about 6 years old.
I can feel the spirit of Biafra already. Go ahead, please.
She's an IPOB member under oath.
That is serious.
Seriously. She says she don't want Biafra. She always disturbing me. She don't want Biafra. She don't want Nigeria. She wants Biafra. She always disturbing me. Call my zone. Call my zone. Every night she listens to Radio Biafra with me. Even in the morning, she can't sleep. Whenever she hears your voice, she will feel happy. She will feel happy. So my zone is there. She said I should call it. That's why I call it. My zone is there. I'm feeling the things you are doing for us. I say, I bless you in the name of Yeshua. Most of all, I thank Mazi Namde Kalo or Hamadike Umemenezu the Prince of Afari Beku, Mazu Chemefo, even you, the African rep. I say, Mazu Chukwu Kikabama, bless the principal officer that working seriously, tirelessness, assiduously to restore the land of Chukwu Kikabama. I say, may Chukwu Kikabama bless all of you in the name of Yeshua. Mazi, I most appreciate what you are doing for us. In fact, we are tired. We are tired to answer Nigeria. I believe in what my leader say. Mazi Nnamdi say you will sleep as a Nigeria and woke up as a Biafra. That date is what we are waiting for. Okay. Mazi, maybe tomorrow night, my daughter will still call you. I say, let's go come and bless in the name of Yeshua.
Thank you very much. We have come to the end of this morning segment, a moment of inspiration and great. Biafrans, there are so many reasons why we must work very hard to ensure that Biafra is restored. Push religion aside, push politics aside, push criminals aside, push any anti-Biafra aside. It doesn't matter who they are. We must come together. And then in 1,000 generations to come, they will know we existed. We've always existed. For in the real sense, nobody dies, except people are desperate to make sure we'll never existed, but they fail in the end. I remain George Onyibe. God bless you. And I tell you, if you are a true Biafran, I love you. If you are a saboteur Biafran, with cruel hatred have I hated you. When we are done with you, you will wish you are a leper. God bless you. I sign off from here.
United Nation, you gave us law of self-determination. We followed your principles in freedom fighting. But why does the life of a black man doesn't matter to you all? Biafrans have been massacred in large quantities. Instead of getting help from you people, you got us shooting.
This is the story of Biafrans who died on the road of freedom. This is the story of the motherless searching for a lovely home.
They were shot by the military. No one knew how to love the God.
A painful history, living a life of misery. United Nations, why did you let the children die? United Nations, why did you let the children cry? United Nations, why did you let the Biafrans fall? United Nations, why did you let the children fall? Did you let the children